Hello there. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to review some Victoria Beckham makeup. I just got it in the mail last week. Let's just jump right in and see what we got here. Okay, so they sent me a sample of the Cell Rejuvenating Power Serum. I was going to buy the full size of this one. So I'm glad they sent a sample, because the full size I think is like $275. Let's just see. $275 for 30 milliliters is the regular price of this serum. So they sent me a sample, which is, I don't even know how much, like 15 ml. So we're going to try that out with the stuff today. And then I also got the Illuminating Complexion Cream. What is this? A priming moisturizer. I got the original. I feel like the golden one might be a little bit dark on me. So this is what the bottle looks like. Beautiful packaging. I believe that this retails for 150 Canadian dollars and comes in the original, which is the clear, and the golden. I also got the bronzing brick in shade 1. This is the lightest shade that she offers. I believe there are 4 different shade bricks, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and this retails for $72 Canadian. This is what I originally went on the website for, was just this bronzer. But then I saw all the other stuff, so I figured I might as well just try a couple things to see how it all works. Beautiful. Very, very light. Very, very, I would say neutral to cool undertones of the bronzer. Good for fair skin. Packaging again, just beautiful. And of course, I got the lid luster. I got the shade Chiffon. I think it was like the champagne color. This retails for $45 each individual one, and it comes in 10 different shades. The top one there, the velvet green, looks stunning. I saw Khaki on YouTube use that recently, and it was gorgeous. So I think I might pick up that one next time if the quality and the formula is good on this. As you can see, it is just a beautiful champagne color. That'll be stunning on the eyelids, I think. And then lastly, I got one of the Posh glosses. I just got the High Shine ice color, just the clear, just to see how the formula is. It says it's supposed to be non-sticky, so we'll see. This comes in a few different colors as well, and it retails for 37 Canadian dollars. So again, just clear with the brown marble lid. Beautiful packaging. So I did my skincare already this morning. It's been about an hour since I put my last skincare item on, which was the sunscreen, and it's already completely dry. So let's just try. First, let's try this serum. It does feel nice. It has an odd, not a very good smell. What is that? Does not smell good. And it kind of lingers a bit, the scent. So it is, not sure what that is. It does not smell good though. But it gives kind of a glow to the skin. You can see right there. And nothing just kind of sinks in. My skin is fully dry. Like, my skincare is all sunken in. It's been about an hour. Okay, now first let's just try the moisturizer. This is the moisturizing primer. Priming moisturizer, Cell Rejuvenating. It's supposed to be illuminating and hydrating. So I'm going to take, I'm just going to do 1 pump for right now to see what it feels like. It is very smooth and creamy. It feels kind of silicone-y. So if you don't like silicone textures, you might not like this, but I love this feeling. I feel like it's very slippy and feels very moisturizing. Just gonna put it where I need it. I don't need primer all over my whole face. So we're going to put it just where I need some extra moisture and where the makeup has trouble sticking, which is usually just around my nose, middle of my cheeks. And I will take a little bit more just for my forehead. I do have some breakouts happening right now. Actually, I ran out of oat milk for my latte and for my drinks. So I used regular milk, which with having rosacea causes me to get flare-ups and breakout. So I went out and bought some more oat milk this morning. Yeah, that feels nice on the skin actually. It feels very moisturizing. There's no scent. It doesn't smell like anything. And perfectly fine, dries down. No issues there. It is very, very smooth. It feels like silky almost. Now, she doesn't have a foundation or a tinted moisturizer yet, other than the tinted primer, which I do not have. So I'm just going to use a nice lightweight cushion foundation today, just to see how everything else lays on top of it and do the rest of my makeup like I usually would. So I'm going to use the Chantecaille cushion foundation. Chantecaille, yep. And I have the shade Aura, which I think is probably the second to lightest shade. I'm just going to use my Haley's foundation brush to apply this. I'm just going to dab it into the cushion and just put it on the face. It is very, very light coverage, and I actually think that this shade might even be too light for me, which does not happen very often. I just kind of want it in the middle of my face where I have redness right now, just to even out my skin tone before I go in with the rest of the makeup and the bronzer. And she does not have a concealer right now either. So I'm just going to take my Kosas concealer in shade 1.5C just to conceal it a little bit under my eyes, a little bit on my chin, and a little bit right on my forehead where it's very red from my rosacea. Now the primer is working really well with all of these products. Nothing has been separating or caking up or looking too dry or looking too oily over top of the primer. And you can still see the glow from under my skin where the primer was. I'm not really a primer kind of girl, other than something just to fill in my pores on my nose and maybe some fine lines around my nose. But this primer worked really well with my sunscreen and my skincare and with the foundation and makeup I put on top. So that was really nice. And because we're testing the bronzer out today, I'm just going to set the areas of my face with the Giorgio Armani powder, shade number 2, which is the lightest, just on the areas that I'm going to bronze, because I don't want to bronze over top of the Chantecaille makeup just in case it does stick. And it's not really giving it a fair test. So I'm just going to take a very light-handed amount of powder to just lightly go over the areas that I know I'm going to be applying the bronzer. Just very, very lightly, just so that the bronzer does not stick to anything or look patchy. And with this powder, you can put on quite a bit and it will not look dry or cakey. It's just a very, very fine setting powder. I think it's actually a powder foundation, but I'm not sure how that would even be possible because the coverage is non-existent, at least in this lightest shade. It just kind of sets everything while still leaving some of the shine coming through. And really, the Chantecaille foundation and the concealer have set down completely. So I could have probably even avoided this because it does set down beautifully on its own. And that Kosas concealer actually set on its own under my eyes. So I don't need to set under my eyes with anything. There is no creasing whatsoever. It looks just natural. It looks like I'm not wearing anything. But it did cover up some of the darkness and made it a little more even looking. Okay, so let's go in with the bronzing brick. This is again shade 1, which is the lightest shade that she carries. I'm going to take the bronzier one, and this one's pretty light. I feel like this would be a very good bronzer diffuser for the outsides of it, so you're not having like a strict bronzer stripe. You can have like this lighter shade to kind of diffuse it a little bit. Let's try the darker one first. I'm going to take I'm just going to take my Esum G53 bronzing brush to apply it into that darker shade, which still is light. And there is no pickup, there's no powder coming off the brush, so it does pick it up very nicely. And we're just going to apply it to the areas where the sun would hit. It is very, very natural looking. It is not made for an intense bronze or a contour. I'm going in pretty heavy-handedly actually into the bronzer, and it's not really picking up a whole bunch. So I feel like you really need to get your brush in there. I'm actually going to swirl them both together to see if that makes a difference, but even on the brush you can barely see it picked anything up. And I'm going pretty hard in the pan, but nothing's coming off the brush. And not really that much is picking up, which is good for a nice natural look, which is what I like to do. But you can see it's very, very subtle, but very nice. And it does kind of blend out nicely. There's no like patchiness or picking up of anywhere. Nowhere is laying down darker than anywhere else, but it is a very natural look. And I don't think Victoria Beckham is really into the caked on makeup, heavy makeup look because her skin is so beautiful. I don't think she really wants to cover it up a whole bunch. But that is a very nice. It's not picking up or moving any of the makeup underneath. It's just laying on nicely and kind of diffusing itself into the skin. Impressed. And this shade is probably perfect for my winter shade, spring shade. In the summer though, I think I will have to get the other shade up, shade number 2. Because I do get somewhat of a very light tan in the summer. Just from being outside, and I don't think this would even show up. But it is very, very nice. I have no complaints at all. The formula is beautiful. Very beautiful formula, blends out amazingly, seamlessly. There's no issues whatsoever. It's stunning. Everything so far has been very lovely. Okay, so everything's looking fantastic so far. I'm just going to take some Chanel blush in the shade 440 Catency and just apply some to my cheeks just to bring a little bit of rosiness back to my face. Let's do the eyes. First, I'm just going to prime my eyes like I always do, which is with the MAC paint pot in the shade Painterly, just to even out my dark veins and my uneven skin tone on my eyelids. No matter what I'm doing, I always prep my eyes this way because I feel like it just gives a nice even application. And again, just going to set my eyelids with the Giorgio Armani powder. I'm not going to do very much with my eyes today. I'm actually just going to take the darker shade from the Victoria Beckham bronzing palette and just put that all over my eyelid before going in with the lid luster. I am going to a children's birthday party, so I really don't want too much makeup on because it is at an indoor playground, and I'm assuming I'm going to be chasing around my son for the majority of the time. Again, I'm using the shade Chiffon, which is a nice, champagne color. Just going to take it on my finger. The shade is very beautiful. Oh, very nice. Kind of shimmers. Stunning. Just going to apply that all over the inner part of my lid and in the center. Ooh. Again, no shimmer. No like real shimmer at all, really. No sparkles. It just looks like a glaze. It's very beautiful. It's not very like in your face, but you see it there. I'm actually gonna try it on a wet brush. Because of my eyelids being so hooded, using my finger doesn't always work the best. I'm just going to take a MAC 242 brush and wet it with some Fix Plus and try that way. Yeah, much better. That is really beautiful. Not sure if you can see it. And you really have to, oh, I see. So when you go past that first layer, it does become kind of creamy. Even to touch, it does feel a lot creamier. So maybe you have to just get past that first hard layer where it's kind of difficult to pick up and get to the creamy part and apply with that, because like even there, much better. This is beautiful. Like, she has had some, these are really beautiful products. I will definitely be using this. This is like a daily makeup thing that you can wear, because it just gives a little bit of shine and like sparkle without the glitter to your eyelid. And again, with like her bronzer, I am finding I need to really build it up to make it noticeable, which is fine with that. Like, I would rather, again, have something that I need to put on multiple thin layers, than go in with a very thick layer and have to fix it. So I have no problems and no complaints with this. This is really beautiful, and there's nothing falling out on my face that with sparkles or glitter. Oh, there's a little bit actually, but not anything to write home about. I'm just going to take actually the same brush and just wipe some off, because there is a little bit of glitter fallout. Not very much, and that kind of just took it away. So when the glitter does fall, it kind of just sits there, and wiping it away with a brush completely solves the problem. All right, I'm just gonna go off camera and do my mascara and my brows. Then I'll come back to do the lips and then we'll finish off the video. Okay guys, my brows and eyelashes are done. Let's just go and finish up with some lip gloss. We have the Posh Gloss in just the clear ice. I'm sure it's not anything to like write home about. It's just a clear lip gloss, but let's just go ahead. Oh, that is very nice. It is I have hair from my cat, sorry. It is not, oh, it's not sticky at all. And it's a very nice formula. I can tell that it's, yeah, not sticky at all. It feels very moisturizing. It's a very nice clear, actually. I only have one other clear lip gloss, and that is the Jaclyn Hill lip gloss crystal dip, and I don't like this at all. I feel like it just feels like very drugstore-y. This feels high-end. It feels moisturizing. It's not sticky. It does come in 9 other shades, so I think I might pick up the she has a beautiful bungalow color, which is like a very nude pink. That looks really beautiful. I think I'll pick up that one for a more dressier look, but this clear one is very nice. It feels very cushiony and soft on my lips. Okay, and my final thoughts. Everything is beautiful. I am really looking forward to if she comes out with a foundation and concealer and some blushes and some more colors of the eyeshadow. I will definitely be getting that green eyeshadow and a couple more of the lip glosses and the darker shade of the bronzer for summer. Beautiful formulas. The only thing that I wasn't really crazy about is the serum. I mean, it's nice. It went on smoothly. It was very moisturizing, but the smell was not good. It did not smell good. And usually fragrances don't really bother me. I figure if they smell bad, it's probably a natural ingredient because natural ingredients do not smell good. Fragrances smell good, and this was not fragranced with anything that smells good anyway. I'm sure there's something in there because it kind of smells like old, like expired. I'm not sure how to explain what it smelled like, but it's not good. And almost 300 Canadian dollars. 300 Canadian dollars almost for 30 ml of a serum. Just seems a little crazy. Like, I have things from The Ordinary that I feel would do just as good of a job, and things from Drunk Elephant for half the price. So this will be a pass for me, and I'm really glad that I got the sample, because if I got the full size and had to return it, it would have been just a pain in the butt. So I'm very happy that I got the sample before splurging on that amount of money. But the primer, lovely. I do not have any hydrating primers that I love, that look good on top of my sunscreen, under my makeup, that don't pill. So this is lovely. I'm gonna try the golden one just to see if it does match my skin or if it's too dark, because if it is like a tinted moisturizer primer, then I think that would really work well for the summer months, and I'll use this one for the rest of the year. Beautiful formula, very moisturizing. My skin is not dry anywhere, nothing stuck to my skin. Gorgeous. The blush, again, very buildable, very sheer, very buildable. Love the formula. It blends like a dream. It has a matte finish. A matte, I would say actually more skin-like. It's not really matte, but it's not shiny. It's more like a satin skin-like finish. Blended beautifully. Could build it up, no problems. Did not cling or get patchy anywhere. Just a very beautifully formulated bronzer. And it will definitely be getting this next shade up for summer months. Gorgeous. Like, I mean, this is the most cool tone bronzer I think I've ever seen that blended this well. And this would be really, really nice as like an eyeshadow. This could be my setting powder for my eyeshadow. This is perfect. So definitely good. The eyeshadow, beautiful. Very nice. It blended out and was very creamy once you got past that top layer where all like the glitter and shimmer is. But once you get past that layer, you can kind of see where I dug it in a little bit, and it's very creamy under there. It's very, very nice. And I really want that green color. And initially on the application, there was some glitter particles that came onto my face, which I wiped it off, no problems, not a big deal. But once you get past that layer, it applied very nicely. So I think the trick is just to kind of roll your fingers on the top a little bit first before applying it to your eyes. Definitely recommend this. And the gloss, again, just a very, very plain, clear, shiny gloss. But very moisturizing. My lips feel very hydrated and moisturized and nice. It's not sticky at all when I'm talking. Very beautiful. Like, I think I'll put this in my purse actually and wear it when I'm at work because it's beautiful and like it's lasting on my lips. I just applied it more right now, but I didn't before. It's very nice. I don't have any clear lip glosses that I love, and I love this. It's beautiful. Like, I'm very impressed. I'm really happy with everything that I got, and I'm really excited for her to make some more stuff so we can try it out. I would love a nice, lightweight, hydrating foundation, and I think she'd be really good at creating that because her skin is always looking so nice and hydrated. I would love a nice concealer from her, and her packaging is just beautiful. It all matches with the browns and the greens marbled into all the packaging. Just stunning. Love everything. But again, just to skip on the serum. Don't buy a serum from a makeup company for that much money. It's just a serum. It's nothing spectacular. I would skip on it. I mean, if you love it and you use it and you can afford to spend $300 Canadian on a serum, then by all means, keep using it. It's not a big deal, but I would not recommend it to somebody who is just looking to buy their first Victoria Beckham stuff. You can go without it. It's nice. It's not a bad product. It's just very expensive for what it is. That's all I can say. And that is it. That seemed like a very long video, even though there was only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 products. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 products. But I hope I gave you some kind of insight to what they're like. I recommend everything. Every single thing except for the serum. And I will be back here again reviewing more as soon as she releases more because her products are stunning. Hope you all enjoyed watching. Thanks so much for stopping by. Please don't forget to subscribe and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.